client. Your repeated statements are harassing in nature and will be reported to local authorities for further action. By law, it is unlawful to threaten someone or engage in defamation of another person's character and reputation. Defamation generally consists of a false that A, injures one's reputation, B, is communicated to another person, and C, the speaker knew or should have known was false. We are right to demand that you immediately cease and desist from making any further defamatory statements about our client and his family's character and reputation. Basically saying you got to stop going online talking shit about our client and his family, his girlfriend, and anybody that's in association with him. Although Ross clearly came out and said he has no problem with her doing what she's doing, he contradicted that with this statement, said his legal team, Fox Rothschild and Associates. To which Miss Tia comes out and says this. They made a cease and desist, so I can't even spell. He ain't broken homes. I ain't lying. It's the truth. How you gonna sue me for that? Sue 50 Cent then. Sue me, sue the rappers. Don't beef with me. Told you I wasn't a rapper years ago. Now you want to try to rap and shut me up. You ain't shut up DJ Envy. You want cease and Envy when you put CO uniform up. You're a real CO. I got this from Fox Rothschild. Fox Rothschild from 9 in Atlanta, Georgia. Boy named LaRon E. Rogers. Go follow that on his email. I don't Ron Rogers. Man, being with me, I thought I made baloney sound. You say that man a sucker. And you don't say your lawyers broke everybody, so I'm going to tell the truth in my book. Fuck wrong with you. Don't try to shut me up talking about cease and desist. That means you pay money to shut up. It's America. So she says she's still going to proceed with her book. And if you want to send her a cease and desist, it means that you need to send her money to shut up. She's only taking a gag order professionally with a dollar sign attached to it and her routing number, of course. Otherwise, she's not going to lay it down. And as we have seen, she's relentless. She's not going to. She's been online looking very shaken up, I would say. Some people would say shooketh. Doesn't seem to be in the best condition. People are speculating that she's a drunk, perhaps on drugs herself, especially in some of the clips that I'm not showing the visuals to, but her eyes are bugged out in some of these clips. It's very sad. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, I mean, she seems coherent enough to talk all this shit, but it's all nonsensical. I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. I'm sure there will be more to come in the coming days. Like I said, secondhand embarrassment is my favorite kind. As long as it don't hit me, I'm cool. But let me know what y'all think of this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates, and I will see y'all on the next one, all right? Much love, respect. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.
Lord have mercy. That's the ultimate right there. That chick, Dave Chappelle, listen to her. She sound like Dave Chappelle. She the female Dave Chappelle. Straight up. And everything else that go with it. You know, with all the characters that he played on her show, like the black races, you know. And she just sound like Dave Chappelle to me. I just hear, when I look at her, and when I hear her, I hear Dave Chappelle in one of them characters that he played. Especially when she get the I ain't got it. I ain't got it. She is off the chain. All right, man. It's Black History Month, you know. We 3 days in, so we're gonna give you some Black History content of some of the greats, and we're gonna start off with Kojo Normadi, which is a staple here in DC, associated with Howard University. You know, this man is from Guyana, and he came here in 1971. And I'm watching him on WHUW TV, which is a cable channel, which is Howard University TV, and he's on the Rock Newman show. Who is Rock Newman? This is Al DC Don King. He was Riddick Bowe, the boxer, heavyweight champion of the world. He was his manager and promoter, and so forth. So that's really how he made his name, being a promoter and getting Riddick Bowe to his championship belt. So, it's a great interview. Uh, Kojo Normadi is on the AM station. What is it? 89.1. And they play a lot of oldies but goodies. And it's a black station. Um, you know, uh, uh, I found out that uh, James Funk been a DJ on that station for over 30 years from Red Accent. If you're a DC native, you know these names. DC Fly is one of the no, Captain Fly. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the comedian dude. Captain Fly is a old school oldies but goodies DJ. And they was going back in the day about WOL, which is Kathy Hughes brand, which was on 8th and 8th Street back in the 80s when I was in school. So I think WOL been around since the 70s. Started by Dewey Hughes, which was Kathy Hughes' husband. They talked about Petey Green. Kojo Namdi been on the radio and been a TV host for 50 years. He's been in the business in DC for 50 years. And so they celebrating him. It's a lot of 50s going on. Like it's the 50th year of hip hop. So actually it's the 51st year, but hip hop is 51 years old now. So, you know, we didn't know that it was going to last this long. They always said it was a fad and it was noise, and it's just funny now that what my grandmother used to call noise became to be 51 years in existence. And DC Go-Go is almost 50 years old. I think DC Go-Go is like, if we dated back to 79, because they saying hip hop started in 1973. So in 6 more years, Go-Go would be 50 years old. If we dating Go-Go in 1979, you know what I'm saying? So what year are we looking at that? You know, 50, what is that? 79, that's 6 more years. So we talking uh 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 2029 would be 50 years for DC Go-Go, and so yeah, a lot of 50s going on. The 50 years of Disney World, and we was there last year for their 50th. Uh, so a lot of 50s going on. I myself is 53, so a lot of 50s going on. You know what I'm saying? I'll be 54 this year. And so let's get a picture of Kojo Normadi, you know. And a picture of Rock Newman. So y'all can get a picture of him. And let me put the camera on him. And I'm gonna get my talk on with y'all for this whole month. Cause we gotta shout out our heroes that's making a difference in the world, past and present. You know what I'm saying? So let me move my chill. This is Kojo Normadi, 50 years, a DC staple from Ghana, and he just revealed that he became a Black Panther, uh, and he came down from New York, from Ghana. Uh, he talked about Marion Barry being in his life and what Marion Barry did for DC politics, and just just naming the giants of DC. So we want to display pictures of all these giants that made and shaped DC into what it is. Marion Barry, the Honorable Marion Barry, is the reason why so many blacks are successful in government in the DC area, DC, Maryland, Virginia. He designed and laid the landscape through politics and economics, through employment. So I'm just freestyling, but you get the picture. You know what I'm saying? So let me pull up Rock Newman. We want to get all these guys on screen to get them their flowers. These are men that are alive, and they need their flowers now because everybody is getting up in age, and you know, we don't know if we waking up tomorrow or not. So, you know, life need to be lived today to the fullest and respect it at the end of the day. You know, respect your life today and every day. So this is Rock Newman in the far left, maybe your right. You see the picture of Riddick Bowe. He helped Riddick Bowe become the heavyweight champ of the world. You know what I'm saying? Rock Newman has a show that is called Castle Rock or something like that. And his show been on ever since Riddick Bowe stopped boxing. So, that's what he been doing to stay relevant and in the public eye by doing his cable show, which I'm sure which is on TV now. Well, cable is TV. So yeah. So that's Rock Newman. Now let's go to Petey Green. You know, Petey Green was actually a DC native and an activist, a TV personality, very controversial. He was also a comedian. You know, Don Cheadle portrayed him in a movie, Let's Talk, something like that, to that degree. And he was supposedly go on Johnny Carson to cross over, and he declined to do it because he said at least when I'm funny for my black folks, they laughing with me instead of being in front of a white audience and they're laughing at me, you know. So basically, he was receptive to being a coon, and that's what he revered that as, doing comedy in front of a white audience. And we talking back in the 70s and the 80s, you know, and so forth. All right, so that's Petey Green. You know, he was infamous. He had like a bit called Eating Watermelon or something. And I don't know the connotation, like in and out of the whole connotation. I don't know the connotation of chicken and watermelon that's supposed to be associated with with black folks. You know, it's a running joke that that's like a meal for black folks. Like, we don't know what good cuisine and dining is. So, I mean, we done came a long way since back in the day. So, he ran with the stereotype. And he also talked about Eleanor Holmes Norton, the longtime senator. I think she's a congressman. She's a longtime representative of D.C. And Sharon Pratt Kelly was our first woman mayor back in, I want to say back in '88 when the Skins won the Super Bowl. That was her reign. And I actually was in the same space with Pratt Kelly some years back. We talking like 2012, 2011. It's a little spot over there by American University. My boy Brooks used to frequent a karaoke club, and some of her, influential friends gave a party for one of their peers, and it happened to be at that little spot that we was at. And so I was in the same space with her, and yeah. So you know, I've been around the movers and shakers of DC, been in the same space, had conversations and whatnot. Uh, you know, I need to pull up on Miss Holmes Norton, and she is a lawyer by trade, and I think she sits on the seat as a congressperson, lifetime public servant of the government, from back in the day. Uh, just her history is historical, All these individuals just need to be given their flowers, you know what I'm saying? They talked about Walter Fauntroy, been in the same space with him back in the day. They ran that man out of DC for I think taxes or something that he owed. So that man left the country or whatever, and you know did business. He's doing business somewhere in the. I'm not sure, but it's somewhere in the world, and it's just a whole story behind him and what happened with him. But I think he owed the government some money, and he didn't have the money, or it was something to that degree. But before these giants fall, they done did great things and made great contributions to DC government and the DC landscape. And so go on your own and do your research and get the backstory of all the people that I just displayed. And I just gave you a remix and a rough draft. So you know, I'll keep it coming, for the rest of the month. And you know, again, happy Black History Month 365. Uh like Tom Joyner say, Black history is made every day, not just one day out the month and not 1 month out the year, but all 365 days. Black progress, Black history is being made every day. And on the international level, the local, the neighborhood level, you know what I'm saying? You know, Blacks are doing elite things that don't get talked about enough, but the negative get all the press and get all the attention. So it's our job for individuals that are of the African culture with platforms. Let's flood 365 days of the year with Black excellence, along with everything else we report on or talk about. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, all of this is entertainment when we looking at Tia Kemp and Rick Ross going at it, or Cardi being offset. It's entertainment, even though these are people real issues that they going through that happen to be famous and celebrities. But that is still revered as negative. So let's put some positive. Let's mix it up. Let's balance it. They already, putting us in a bad light. We putting ourselves in a bad light as much as it is. So it's up to us to put ourselves in a good light as well. You know what I'm saying? We create the issues, we got to fix the issues. Streets Finest, like, share, subscribe, and thanks for rocking with your boy. Peace.